Gosh, what an absolutely
That's
massive
why we
play to
all
start the
play.
game.
Sit
Is he
down.
going to get
Rid
the
of
one
the
shot? He
same
gets the
one.
one-hit KO!
What up, peeps? We're about to get down on some Pokemon feet. Pokemon facts, Easter eggs, and trivia. Aw, yeah. Let's do it.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's hop right into it. I'm sure you know that most Pokemon will only say their names and communicate using those syllables. For example, a Charmander saying, Charmander, or a Squirtle saying, you guessed it, Squirtle. But what's cool about this though is that Ash's Pikachu has been known to use the 3 syllables in the word Pikachu in various combinations to refer to several different characters in the anime. I probably would have ruined these pronunciations, so I got some help from an outside source. When Pikachu wants to refer to Ash in the anime, he says, Pika-Pee. Misty is, Pikachu Pee. Brock is, Pikachu. Dawn is, Pikaka. Togepi is, Pee. Team Rocket is, Pikachu. Bulbasaur is, Pika. And my name is Pikachu can be translated into Pikachu talk as, Pikachu. As a reward for putting up with those terrible pronunciations, here's the actual Japanese voice actress for Pikachu talking as her character.
Pikachu, ちょっと言っていただけます?
Kingler's front-facing sprite in red and blue erroneously depicts its claws as equal in size, when in reality, the left claw is much smaller than the right. This was later fixed in yellow version. Strangely enough though, in the original Japanese red and green versions, Kingler's claws are their correct sizes. More claw action happened after Generation 1 when Kingler's big claw was switched from his right hand to his left. The Tsukumori art for the Pokemon reflects this change as well. I'm not sure how much you've toyed around with the Pokedex in any of the Pokemon games, but the DS game's Pokedexes give you an option to list Pokemon by color if one is so inclined. While this reveals some cool information in terms of classifying Pokemon, Bronzong's result is a bit strange. Bronzong is listed as being green, despite being very, well, blue. This may have been an error on the game developer's part, as Bronzong's shiny version is, in fact, green. Sometimes computer players cheat. They go beyond the normal limits of the game in order to create a bigger challenge for the real-life player to help keep things interesting. In the Galactic Hideout in Eterna City, Juniper has a Skuntank at level 23. However, Stunky can't evolve into Skuntank until at least level 34. What's up with that? While on the subject of illegally evolved Pokemon, I'm sure we all remember facing Lance and his level 50 Dragonite, despite Dragonair evolving into Dragonite at level 55. But on top of that, did you know Lance's Dragonite knows the move Barrier, which is a move it can't learn through legitimate methods? Darn you cheaters! Spinarak is, believe it or not, classified as the string spit Pokemon because it spits string. Even stranger though, it's freaking purple in its Generation 2 sprite and even purpler when shiny. What's up with that? Did you know that in-universe, Watchog is actually a very popular Pokemon? For example, in Black and White, if you interact with the TV, it will occasionally tell you that there is a cartoon featuring a Watchog on air. The Watchog is called Miru Hagu-san, or Mr. Watchog in English. Marill is totally tricked out to be a water Pokemon. The fur on its body naturally repels water, meaning that it can swim without facing water resistance whatsoever, and it stays completely dry while swimming. To top it off, Marill's tail is the reason it can actually float, but rather than it being hollow, it's actually filled with oil. If you defeat or run away from, rather than capture Kyogre in Pokemon Sapphire, the game will tell you it flew away, despite the fact that it can't learn Fly or has any other evidence of it being able to fly outside of the anime. Another thing about Kyogre, it's the only Pokemon that's not Ice type that can learn Sheer Cold outside of Smeargle and an event-only Suicune. Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of the Pokemon franchise, loves Poliwag more than any other Pokemon. As a kid, he had such an intense love of collecting and examining insects that he was nicknamed Dr. Bug amongst his peers. This explains all of the references to catching bugs in the games, such as an entire trainer class being dedicated to bug catchers, and the bug catching competitions found in Johto. Quirky and maybe a little strange, Tajiri said in an interview with Time magazine in 1999 that he sleeps for 12 hours straight and then works for the next 24 hours non-stop, explaining that this helps him think of new ideas for games. And to round out our facts for today, did you know that Blue Basculin, yes, just the blue one, is the only Pokemon capable of legitimately having 4 different abilities permanently? You heard me, 4. Some Pokemon get 2, some get 3, but Blue Basculin can get 4. It can have its 2 natural abilities found in the wild, Reckless and Adaptability. Granted, this is Generation 5. Its Dream World ability, Mold Breaker, and an in-game NPC in Driftvale City will trade you one in white version with the ability Rockhead for a Minccino. As if this Pokemon wasn't already swag enough, its name is a mixture of the words bass and masculine. Sheesh. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like or even a comment. Both of those are pretty amazing. And if you really liked what you saw and you think you could put up with me again, maybe even hit that subscribe button. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time on Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokémon?
Foot.
Go lurk!
Foot.